Hello, can you help me to check? Thank you so much. Hello? 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 Okay. Can you, all of you, hear me clearly? Yes. Thank you so much. Welcome, our special guest. Welcome to all of you, our special audience. So, there were so many innovative, mind-blowing ideas, and I'm feeling so good that I've heard so many good ideas from all the teams. So, let's have a bit of chat. I have heard that you guys went out yesterday to discover South Korea. It is such a beautiful country, isn't it? Right? Yeah. Thank you, SolBridge. Thank you, Samsung, for creating these opportunities. Okay, so are you ready for our presentations? Yeah. Right. I have always two problems that concern me. Why Samsung holding such a great selections of products, and they have so many innovative strategies and ideas, but the market share is still divided and taken by the competitors. And hey audience, think beyond business perspective. Do you want our kids, this generations, next generations, grow up with humanitarian sensibilities and environmental sustainability thinking? We do, right? That's amazing if we can do that. So what if I'm telling you, our team today is here to providing you the solutions. Not only leverage Samsung customer strategies, loyalty, but also we are creating and holding the future's potential customer for the company, as well as upgrade the company CSR into the next level. And you are about to enter the futures of Samsung. Welcome to the next intelligent refrigerator. Welcome to the lock-in customer effect developed by Team Finland. And let's meet our team. My name is Tai. This is Jay, Nora, Erika. And what are we going through today is we are going through situations analysis, the problem statement, coming up with alternative evaluations, the solution, and ending with financial and implementations. Now my teammate Jay will continue with her part.
Thank you, Todd. So, did you know that nowadays up to 30 to 45% of food produced globally is never consumed, and which leads to the massive amount of waste and loss of trillions of dollars. That's why, in order to tackle this economic and environmental issue, we decided that our strategic priority right now should be focusing on increasing customer loyalty while educating them and changing their behavior and mindset in food consumption. And by doing this, we are contributing to the CSR and long-term result for the company. And we decided to choose Samsung SolBridge as our starting point. This product has strength and weakness. It's a unique idea with IT approach and as a part of smart home environment. However, the data protection and privacy questions are one of the concerns. And customer can switch to the cheaper and simpler models of brand. At the same time, this product has so many opportunities in its increasing smart home industry, entry in the new industry, and increasing customer loyalty. But electricity price and the likelihood of being hacked are the facts. When considering the potential market for this product, we have three options: Nordic countries, US plus Canada, and China. And here we have the criteria. The higher the percentage, the more important the criteria. And after evaluation, we decided to choose Nordic countries as our starting market. And from here, we're going to expand the product to the whole Europe, to Canada, to North America. And then we're going to jump to China, where we have been losing market share to our competitors. And now, please welcome our colleague to continue our presentation.
Thank you, Jay. So, actually, what is the real problem that we want to solve? The absence of this lock-in effect that can be implemented with the opportunity of the smart house system. And of course, with the CSR optimization, we need just to increase and implement the customer support and the customer services. How do we do this? We've been coming up with three different alternatives. Alternatives number one, upcycle. Upcycle is actually a game which is integrated and exclusive of the smart fridge, which has an education purpose for the families and especially for the kids, which is explaining and helping the kids to learn waste management and how to home economic management. The alternative to the merging of two already existing concepts, two apps, the Family Hub Meal Planner plus the smartwatch. And we have been actually cancelling this alternative for the lack of innovation, so for the difficulty in attracting new customers and effectively the ability of increasing the customer base in the future. And then the third alternative is the social food community, which was having the idea of connecting providers of food and people that are asking for food which is not from the grocery shop but from the local supplier, from the farmers and the growers. But in this case, we have been also deleting this idea because of the logistic issues that will eventually implement the carbon footprint, which is of course against the environmental problem, sustainability. So actually, how did we choose the evaluations, or did we choose the alternatives? Our criteria follow the UN standards and also the corporate social responsibility concept. So looking especially at the customer and at the partner relation, but giving also very high value at the potential lock-in strategy. So the idea is that hub cycle concept is the most successful. So what is this hub cycle? Hub cycle is looking at the kid as a potential customer, an adult in the future. So it's the buyer of tomorrow. And if we can, okay, we have, yes, this is actually the very basic, the beginner level is a game that is on the screen of the fridge. For a little kid that will learn since a very young age what does it mean recycling. For doing this, we've been also thinking how can we add extra value to the product development by an improved design which is supporting a multifunctional screen. How many of you have been assisting at the moment when parents and kids are fighting because they want to play with the tablet? At this stage, we want to create a meeting point where, with a screen where kids and parents can use together and play together. The screen will be the door for the kid to learn different actions. Safety in the kitchen, independency, recycling, food management, how to cook, how to eat healthy food. So this is also giving freedom to the parents of being independent and do their own things in their own house. And at the same time, this kind of game is intended for the parents. Especially what we want to put emphasis is the plastic, which is a big issue nowadays. So how can we implement our recycling with more effective plastic recycling? With the AI, we truly believe that this system can work. And how can we enter into the market? With improved customer service, and we enter with a very heavy marketing campaign which will promote the smartwatch as a gift if we buy a fridge. And this is the very starting point for the customer lock-in. And how can we strengthen this with implemented insurance? So with a very strong customer support, we can give confidence to the buyer to purchase more Samsung products. Just enter into the home cycle. And this is the triple bottom line. So this is actually showing you how at the corporate level, the social responsibility, how is beneficial for the planet, for the business, and for the whole community. So at this point, I'm giving you, I'm passing the mic to my partner, Nora.
Thank you, Elena. So we have the benefit matrix to support our theory that our idea is short-term strategy for long-term effects due to its ability to quantify and consideration of the time frame. This is considering both the social and the business level. Okay, so now to the financials. We have estimated max cost of the program being $500,000 US. However, this is not considering the possibility of programming the process inside of Samsung internally. If that's possible, it would decrease this number drastically. Also, the second quarter of 2019 growth ratio is supporting our idea that this is the perfect time for Samsung to invest into our idea. Also, we came up with an estimation of the future value and converted it to the present value, so you can also see the benefit coming from there. Sales increase estimate is 5 to 7%, and of course, the more we market, the more we increase awareness, the more this number is going to increase. Implementation, when it comes to this, we have two ways of implementing. We have the short-term implementation, 3 to 6 months for the app development, fridge feature upgrades and employee training, and then we have the long-term implementation for things like marketing and campaigns. Now I'm going to give it to Ty.
Thank you so much, Nora. So, we all get the idea of our new product, which call it Hub Cycle. And please be aware that we are now in very fast moving forward industry, call it 4.0 industry, where technologies can be very easily copied day by day in just a matter of time. We launch this refrigerator today, tomorrow, the same concept, the same refrigerator. So how to make sure that our customer, Samsung customer, gonna be stay within Samsung ecosystem? That's the idea behind lock-in effect. Let me explain you. Since we're utilizing the marketing to get the product refrigerator into the mindset of the customer, thereby influence on the buying decisions of the customer, lead them to purchase for the fridge. And since they got the fridge, immediately the customer will receive the smartwatch at a promotions. And now the customer saying have more than 2 Samsung products. They are ready to receive our customer care, and together with 7 loyalty strategies developed by Samsung and our team, the customer able to explore all of the important, all of the amazing things for ecosystem of Samsung and control your home with your fridge, with your watch, which is so amazing. And let me say, from this point, the customer satisfaction is increased extremely high. Since the satisfaction is high enough, the customer ready to explore more products. And of course, because of the lock-in system, meaning that if the customer want to explore more Samsung products and feasibilities, they need to buy Samsung products in order to utilizing it. And if the customer return back to Samsung and buy their products, the lock-in system is complete. So, hey, let's think, what about the kid? If our customer also have kids, and that's such a potential customer in the future, long term. Now, the kid, how to make sure that the kid use the fridge? Of course, we want to bring this society into a better way, so we make sure that the kid playing with educational purpose game and exploring sustainable development goals by United Nations. And since the kids playing with the fridge, grow up with Samsung ecosystem, of course the mindset, get the image of the company. And when the kids grow up, they want to implement things, Samsung products to their adulthood and to their kids as well. The life cycle is complete again and again to the next generation. So we believe that the future of Samsung is the top cycle now, plus the CSR of the company contribute to the social value, and of course the lock-in effect, which is very important marketing strategies of the company. So now it's more than just a fridge, it's a family meeting point by Samsung. Thank you so much for your attention. If you have any questions, please raise now. Our team would love to answer and assist you through that.
So I don't think this microphone works, so I will just speak out loud.
Yes, we